Hey guys. This brush looks like it's taking some damage. I wonder what I did next. Tip's a little afraid. I hear puppy feet. Puppy feet. How's it looking? A little bit way to go. Too close to the very high line. It's the best I can get at that. This is like the gymnastics of painting. Oh hey Undead, how's it going? I'm painting some Necrons. See if we can... It's going along okay. Got a ways to go. Try to get all these pipes covered. How are you doing? You're enjoying a nice peaceful Sunday, I hope. I was trying to relax some. Oh man, I messed up. We got some on this guy's shoulder. If your paints are started to mud, you can dilute them. What kind of paints are they? The Citadel paints? Well, you can just give use a little bit of water, dilute them, but they'll lose some of their pigment. you have any do you have any Citadel medium? Or what kind of Citadel paints are there? Contrast paints? Because you could use some Lamy and medium. You can heat them up. That might help. And if you have any, if it's a contrast paint, you have some Lamy and medium. You can add that in, mix it up a little. But yeah, I haven't had much experience with them going to pot yet. Base, yeah, I don't know. What I would try, you know, a little bit of water, some heat. Test it with a small bit if you can. Take some out, put it on something else before you do anything to the whole pot itself. I always see little spots where I missed some parts or got some where they shouldn't be. But I think I got this. I got these wires. At least on this part of the guy. And now it's gut wiring. I mean, hey, that's half of it. Getting them together, getting them to fit. When I was introducing my nephew to the hobby, I didn't realize how much I took for granted just being able to, like, you know, knowing hand position for painting or for X-Acto knife use, that sort of thing. But painting's really accessible these days. Like, have you tried the slap chop method? That can give you some good results for some easy techniques. Slap chop method? It's on YouTube. You can look it up. There's some really good tutorials. And what it is basically is, do you want me to show you a little bit of it? Here, give me a second. Let me go get a figure. Alright. See, this is a little dragon. It's I primed it black. Okay, so you just prime it black. And what you want to do is with the slap chop method, you're going to try to bring out the detail by dry brushing. And so the first thing you do is you get some gray and then you get some white. Okay, let me get a good color gray. Alright. And you get a brush sort of like this. You can use other brushes, but these are, you know, I mean, they're basically makeup brushes, but they work well for it. And you take some of the gray. Get it on your brush. Although sometimes you might want to get a little water on your brush too to wake it up. Alright, but I'm just doing this real quick for a demonstration. So you see, take this, take the brush, and you kind of brush it over the black primed areas. Now you see how that brings out the detail? So let's see if it sort of brings out the detail on the scales and everything. You get that as a good baseline. Then you get some white. And using a dry brush method, A little softer though when you do it. Except my my paint's stuck. Open it up a little. Look out, Orikan. There we go. Alright, you get a little bit of white. You do the same thing. Let's see. And then you go over the detail areas again. But you do it a little bit softer. And that brings out the detail a little higher highlights. And so once you do that over the whole figure, you wait for it to dry, although I'm going to use a heat gun. And you get either a speed paint or a contrast paint. And what those are, they're paints that are basically transparent, but they color what is underneath them with a hue. And so what we're going to do is we're going to paint the gray and the white parts while we'll keep the deep black parts so it'll give the illusion of shading. So I'm going to take some Slaughter Red speed paint. Take that, and then I'm going to get a decent sized brush because I'm just doing this quick. Let's see. Okay, and I don't know if you can see on it is that you get to maintain, you get the color, but then underneath it there's still the black parts that show the shadows, basically. And so you do the whole figure like that, and then you go in with either more solid colors or you do details, and you work it from there. But yeah, look at the tutorial video. It'll give you some good stuff. I just want to complete this part because don't want to leave it there. Okay. So you get a little section like that. But you do the whole figure, then you go into the detail. It becomes a little bit easier, and you don't have to do edge lining or edge highlighting, whatever. But you can still do it. It's another step. Okay. You cool? Sure. Seriously, there's lots of really good tutorials. When I came back to the hobby, I was really helped out by all the different new techniques and some of the new paints and everything. They're really nice. Like when I was first in the hobby, we only had like the Citadel book on how to paint and what we did and what we talked about at the local game store. The internet's kind of crazy. Okay. Where was I? Well, I've got several armies. Like I have Raptor Space Marines. I have some Necrons, some Eldar. Like, here, I'll show you. I've got the first, or the most recent Space Marine I painted was chapter master. But this is Lias Isidon proxy. I made him out of a handful of different figures and pieces. Hey, Smooth Jazz. How's it going? But yeah, this is the one I figure I worked on last week. But also I've been working on some Necrons. Which Necrons, if you want an army that's easy to paint, it's Necrons. You can really do a lot with them. And pretty quick and easy, simple steps with them. Yeah, I figured we had some time, so I would do a little streaming. But I hear Puppy in the background being cute. Dude, seriously, it doesn't take that long. You really just gotta do it, you know, every few days. And seriously, start with Slapchop, look at it, learn a few things, watch the video. I would advocate that. Oh yeah, I was painting this guy's abdomen. That's where I was. It's really hard to get at this. But some of it is just learning hand placement and how to handle the tools. Dude, being good at gluing is not a small, small thing. It can be a challenge. I was helping my nephew do a Razorback yesterday, and he's learning. It just takes time to get used to using the tools. What have you been working on, Undead? Because there's some armies that are definitely easier to paint than others. Raven Guards, those are actually pretty fun. Have you, I have a kind of like a nice trick for painting black armor. How have you been doing with your Raven guys? But there's one guy who, his name's Juan Hidalgo, I believe. He has a very nice technique that I completely stole for doing black armor, which is actually very similar to Slapchop in some ways, because you do 2 levels of dry brush and then you do a wash of a contrast paint. Okay, so next color. I think we're going to do white now. Oh, so you got the extra shoulder pads and things. That's pretty cool. I don't think I have anything ready to paint as a Raven Guard. mean, I could show you the Raven Guard thing here, but it's two different. It's two specific colors. It is you need Thunderhawk blue. Actually, three specific colors. Oh yeah, you should do that. What is it today? Is it Titus? Fenrisian Gray. And Vallejo's Black Lotus. And again, what you do with that one is it's another thing of progressive dry brushing, shading. What is the figure? Well, that's cool. You should go. You should tell me. Go get it and tell me what it is. Okay, so you do the Fenrisian Gray. Or I'm sorry, that's the Thunderhawk Blue. You get that on there. It's close to Slapshot except one different step. Ooh. I'm rushing it. Oh, a Captain Paint set? Huh. I wonder what kind of captain you get. Huh. Is it part of the combat patrol? Hatchet combat patrol thing? Okay, so I don't know if you can see it too easily here. Let's see. All right, see on how above his neck, it's like, that's the Fenrisian Gray and the Thunderhawk Blue. And then you hit that down there, and that is the Black Lotus. And you see it creates highlights, and you still get a black look on it. And so you can get basically the edges on your armor and stuff to look like that. And then that's how you get a Raven Guard, like a black armor. Then you go in with the gunmetal and such for the gear. But anyways, this guy's turning into my palette dinosaur. Okay. That's how I do my black figures now. I used to have a hard time with having to edge highlight them. Which does, to be fair, it looks better, but that's much faster and easier. And if you're just trying to get something table ready quick, then that's the way to go, I would say. Alright. I just got a little bit more green to finish. And then I'm moving on to white. Gotta get the angle. So what made you choose Raven Guard? Like, they were my first choice until I read about the Raptors, and I thought they were very cool. Yeah. Well, when I first started playing, you remember the Dark Angels? They were black and red. So they were the first chapter that I painted up my figures for. Well, after I made them Crimson Fists at first. Yeah, Space Marines are the stepping stone for a lot of people to get into the hobby. They're very, very popular. I think they have a strong presence in the cultural zeitgeist at this point. Space King, yeah. You have a few in Smooth Jazz. I think you have like 6 or so. I think Space Marine 2 really helped bring a lot of people into the hobby. We should start painting some Smooth Jazz. Yeah, that's such a good game. I keep meaning to get back into it for the new missions for multiplayer and stuff. Like, I got my guy all the way up to like level 24, and then I stopped. I think level 24. So what's going to be different about the Horde mode? Because, I mean, I feel like the base game, or the base, co-op levels are fairly hordy themselves. I haven't read about any of the rewards and stuff that they're going to do. Oh, I'm sure they're going to wipe everything, dude. And hey, Vanzig, good to see you. An early hour for me. See, I've never played Gears of War's Horde mode. I played through the story a couple times, but that was it. Hey, Smooth Jazz, Vanzig is my longest time fan. I don't know if I'd say fan. He's a good friend and person to talk to. When he shows up, it always is good. No, I've never gotten charged for customs from Etsy. Yeah, no, I've never gotten charged for it. It takes forever, though. And sometimes the communications is not the best. There's some really good stores in Spain, though. I think I got some Orc vehicles from there a while ago last year. Oh, Vanzig, I did. We played our first game in the house tabletop, 40K, with my nephew. It was fun to get everything set up and laid out. I took a small video of it. I'll probably post that later on in the day. Yeah, it's crazy how how much of a difference having like a little 3D printer to print up terrain and stuff. Such a nice big deal. We only played like 3 rounds of a 1,000-point battle, but we're still like figuring out all the rules and everything. We're saying we should make a stream of it and just be very clearly playing Warhammer wrong. And then just make up our own rule. Oh, camera. Zoom back in. I don't know why it resets every now and then. There. Where was that? Oh, over here. Yeah, but I was thinking we should go the other angle and just like deliberately get them all wrong. Play with some obscure house rules or something. But I played some Necrons, and he played the Raptors that I have. And so the first time my Raptors got on the board, I was killing them. I felt bad. Get that eyeball. So what are you up to today? Anything exciting? Oh yeah? Which one? They have some nice looking vehicles. Huh. I'm not familiar with that one. Did you get a good deal with it? Volkite? Oh, interesting. That's not bad. I've been tempted about the Augustus box set on Amazon because it's a good price, and I've seen some really nice like conversions for those Desolation Marines. I was like, oh, I could do something with them. That's what I've been looking at lately. Not that good. Don't have enough to paint already though. Yeah. Well, I didn't even know Volkite was a thing until a few months ago. Neutron laser battery. That's no good. Is it a solar auxiliary whatever vehicle? Oh, it's Space Marines. I'm surprised they would. I mean, that sounds like a Imperial Guard thing, since they don't care as much about their people. But yeah, how so? Yeah, battle weapons. And what's the significance between the two definitions? Why is my camera keep zooming in? Okay, let's go. So if enemy shoots it and scores weapon destroyed, allies can soak the shot to save the unit. Ah, weird, but okay. Shooting while driving real fast. Yeah. So what's the interaction? I didn't think of it like that. That is pretty funny. So they do have like detailed vehicle damage and stuff like that. It sounds like it's based on an older system, like 5th edition or something, 4th. Yeah. Well, when I saw that it came with like templates and stuff, I figured it had to be. Like Warhammer Old World. I gotta blast this. So I always liked having vehicles with damage tables and like statistics, like if they're going X amount of speed, they can only make Y number of turns, that sort of thing. All right. I'm gonna have to get the game and read it. Alright, there's white on this guy, let's see. Getting ready for his glow. Oops. Orikan. What's the worst of the effects that they could suffer? That probably makes sense. Maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to get the box set. Yeah, it really is. It looks like it. I mean, even though it's one of the higher priced ones, it has a lot of things. I really like the tank. The Terminators, I don't like the look. The retro Terminators. They don't catch my eye as much. But at the bare minimum, there's such so many parts for kit bashing. Which two characters? The Praetors? That's what they're called? I think. Yeah, you know what? Thanks for the jazz. That's Vanzig. He's a good guy. He hangs out with me even at the crazy late hours. One Praetor. They look good. Like, they're good figures. The only like problem I have with them is that they're not quite in scale, so I couldn't use them too easily with the regular 40K stuff. I mean, they're firstborn scale, but that's not that big a deal. So yeah. Well, I figured, you know, like sleeping at normal times lately, probably a good idea to do a little bit. And I figured a quiet Sunday was a good time to do it. And I like the rain ambience, just cause. Keep sliding my mat around. There. Camera's persnickety. Saturnine Terminators, are those the ones with the super large shoulder pads? The ones that were like in the White Dwarf before there were Terminators? If so, no, I do not like those. Yeah, I don't care for those at all. They look like, it's basically like, they look like two shoulder pads with a circle in the middle with, you know, with a smiley face in essence. If I'm recalling them correctly. I'm kind of glad when Games Workshop makes those pushes on things that I don't like, because then I have like no compulsion, no interest in them. Yeah, seriously. There's some neat like Necromunda things that make good like terrain and stuff, like some of their vehicles and their hive stuff. But all the characters like nope, no interest. Orikan, since he's a character model, I'm gonna have to put a lot of glowy green stuff on him, I think. Oh, hey, creature, what's up? How's it going? Just working on some Necrons here. Vanzig and Smooth Jazz have been kind enough to keep me company. Yeah, I figured it was a good time to do a little painting. Yeah, just working on Orikan a little bit and see if get a little look. Lighting's not the best. Oh, they have alternating activations in it. That's kind of good. That alone would fix a lot of 40K's problems. Yeah, I'm working on Orikan and a Hexmark and a. Is this a Cryptotech? Necrotech? I don't remember what they're called. Oh, Jesus. That's great. One thing about having a magnifying glass in front of you. Fire back in. Oh, that's good. One reaction each phase. It sounds like they're stealing some stuff from Infinity then, huh? There we go. That's where I touched it. Right on the orb. Yeah, Necrons are pretty great. I used to not like him as much, but then I saw some of the. I think I saw the Xeris figure with him like flaying that guy, and I was sold. Let's see. Shooting phase. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I've just always felt like the big downfall for 40K is that the most important role is who goes first. You know, who gets to shoot first. White scars. That's good. White Scars is a chapter that I'm not very familiar with. I know that they've got like the sort of Mongol vibe, but other than that, I know very little about them. Right. And that they ride motorcycles. I know that. Water. Made a mistake. I'm going to have to touch it up. They have like only one, right? Jagatai Khan. Yeah, white is my downfall. Like the last the Dire Avengers I painted, I was not happy with the white helmets that I did for them. Well, who do they have? I know they have like one like big leader guy for 40K, don't they? Or is he a chapter master? Yeah, that's right. They would have They would have more prominence if they actually had a Primarch, or vice versa. You get what I mean. I will in a second. I just don't want to take a break while I've got the white paint exactly where I want it. Since even though this is not ultimately going to be white, it's getting white to, getting paint to a nice spreadable texture. For too thin coats, it's very important. Corsaro Con. Okay, cool. Huh. Do they not like the Primaris thing? Some resentment towards that? Yeah. I know the lore around it has sort of changed a bit. I missed that whole thing of the Primaris being introduced. So I've just read some of the aftermath. Well, yeah, yeah. Do they use it to phase any characters out of it? Out of the game? Oh, yeah? Whose hammer was it originally? Or was that one of the forged ones that they stole from what's-his-face? From the Salamander guy. Oh, that's nice. Who is his brother? Was that Perturabo? Perturabo? Okay, once I finish this guy, I'll go to take a break and go maybe get some lunch. Oh. I mean, there's so much lore that I'm out of touch with. So many books. I need a slightly tighter brush. Oh. So he's not as much of a pushover in a fight now? That's kind of funny. Good for him, then. I need an even smaller brush. I'll go to my standby. You know what? Where is it? This one. My normally eyeball brush. I want to get these little bits. You know, I could have gotten away with just doing a wash over this or something. But no, I'm giving myself a hard time. I'm going to paint green all over this little guy's stuff. So I'm going to get underneath his cloak all awkwardly. Somehow get this in there. I'm a masochist. Get this one in. No. I forget his belly. There we go. Two more strips. complicated this here. Hopefully I did not break it. But it's obnoxious to get to. Can you see? I don't think it can see too easily. It's just his chain. Too dark. Okay. So you gonna work on anything today, Vanzik? Or just take it easy? Oh man. Alright, that's all the white for this guy for now. And that's better. Oh yeah. I heard they're not too difficult to assemble, so that's a good thing. Okay, I think I'm going to go grab some lunch, take a break. Maybe I'll come back later on today. But thanks for stopping by, Vanzik. And Smooth Jazz, if you're still there. I gotta clean my brushes, but then be alone directly. But I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.